Hey guys, it's Teresa. Thanks for joining me again on my channel for another video. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about our personal budget, and I'm going to tell you guys why we decided to use the Capital One card to pay our bills. After my last budgeting video, I got a lot of questions about why we decided to use the Capital One card to pay our bills as opposed to just paying our bills outright, and I want to explain why. The initial thought of using the Capital One card was brought up by my husband. He saw that this credit card gave a lot of perks and points and things like that, and basically he just wanted to replace the credit card with our debit cards, or rather replace our debit cards with this credit card, and anything we would swipe a card for, he wanted to use the credit card instead of our debit card so that we could earn the points on this credit card. I was totally against it. I'm going to be 100% honest. I am not an advocate for credit cards. Growing up in my house, I always felt like credit cards were not positive financially because my parents did not use credit cards. They did not allow us to have credit cards as long as we lived in their house, and I still feel that way to this day. I do not feel that having a credit card is a good resolution if you have any financial issues. It only makes your financial issues worse if you cannot use your credit card with discipline. Like I say all the time, budgeting takes discipline. You're going to have to be disciplined in order to have a solid budget and to have a solid financial amount in your savings accounts and checking accounts. So when he presented me with this idea, I did not like it, but I decided to keep an open mind after we talked it over for a while. It was some extensive conversations, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. We talked it over for a long time, and then I decided to go ahead and look into the Venture card and see exactly what kind of perks and points that he was talking about. So once I looked into it, I decided that it would be better to use this card to pay our bills instead of using it for anything we would swipe our debit card for. And that's because we don't really use our debit card for many things. We are on a cash system. We try to use cash for most things that we purchase, and swiping the debit card really wasn't going to get us any points with this credit card because we hardly ever use the debit card. So since the bulk of our money that comes out of our checking account is for bills, I thought that it would earn us more points to use the credit card to pay our bills. We then turn around and pay the Capital One card off in full every single month. We calculate all of our bills. We know how much is going to come on the Capital One card, and then we take the money that we would have used anyway to pay our bills, and we pay the Capital One credit card all the way off. The reason that we pay the full amount with our debit card is because we do not want to accrue any interest charges. If you don't pay your credit card bill, you will get interest. They give you $10,000 or a $10,000 limit or whatever, but you need to realize that that is not free money. If you use the full $10,000 but you're not able to pay $10,000 back, you're going to end up paying back a whole lot more than $10,000 because they are going to add money on top of that every single month that you don't pay it out in full. It's very, 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 I want to stress this because I don't want anyone saying that I'm encouraging you to replace your bill paying method with a credit card so that you can redeem the points. It's very important that if you use a credit card to pay your bills, that you are prepared to pay that credit card off in full 100% when it's due, on the due date, and not a day later. We do that. Our credit card bill is set up on auto pay, and it comes directly out of our debit or checking accounts. Directly out every single month. And I actually check on it like a day before it's supposed to come out to make sure that it's going to come out on the day that it says that it's going to come out, and that the amount that is going to come out of our debit account is correct. Because sometimes I have seen fluctuations where some transactions come in later on our credit card bill, and I don't want those transactions to linger. I want them all to be taken care of at one time. You have to be on top of your bills. You have to be on top of your budget if you want to have money in the bank, if you want to live a good lifestyle without having to be a millionaire. Because let's face it, guys, most of us may never make $1 million at one time where we can see it and use it. So it's important to me to make sure that our budget is in such a great place that we can just have things without worrying about it. It's about financial freedom, and you don't have to be loaded or filthy rich or even wealthy to have financial freedom, but you do need to be disciplined. And that's the most important thing about budgeting, because think about it. All of our bills are paid for the entire month on the credit card. So for that entire month, our checking account has a balance that is not accurate. So you can come in and look at the checking account and see an additional $2,000 in there. And if you're not mindful and, diligent with your budgeting, you'll think, oh, wow, well, I can maybe go ahead and spend $500 and replace that before we have to pay the credit card bill off. But you can't do that. If you see the money still in your debit or checking account for the bills, you have to leave it there for the bills. Don't touch it. Especially if this is a system that you think would work well for your household. It's important to be diligent and disciplined with your budget before you even try something like this, because the perks and the points of using a credit card is good, but it won't be good if you spend $2,000 for your bills that month, and then you spend the $2,000 out of your checking account that you actually had to pay for your bills. And now you have the $2,000 on your credit card that you need to pay back, but you don't have the money to pay it back. And that $2,000 turns into $2,500. And then it turns into $3,000 and $4,000. And now you have your regular bills and you've added a $4,000 credit card bill. So I wanted to explain why we use the Capital One card and how it's helped us. I'm also going to be mentioning this card again in our travel, in my travel video, and that will probably be the next video that's going to come because it kind of ties in with everything. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments down below. And click the subscribe button, guys, for more tips on budgeting and lifestyle and just things like that. Thanks again for watching my videos and supporting my channel. I really want to give a big thanks to all of my new subscribers and a big thanks to all the subscribers who have been with me from the beginning. We have a long way to go still, guys, and I have so much more I want to talk to you guys about. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.